This is Orvar the Allform, and this is why my friends hate him. So this is Orvar the Allform. He's a 3/3 legendary shapeshifter from Kaldheim, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets one or more permanents you control, you get a copy of it. This commander is the reason that I have to build a group hug deck this weekend, or my friends might stop playing with me. So as I said, there's a lot of Orvar decks out there. He's been out for a little while, and the cards that get used the most in all of them are cards that you can cast over and over and over again, either because they have buyback, jumpstart, cipher, retrace, or some other way to get more value out of one casting of the spell. So when I built mine, I decided to at least try to pick a tribe so the deck has a bit of cohesion. One of those tribes is wizards. So among all the cards that you can target with your stuff are things like Sage of Fables, which make your wizards go into play with an extra counter, Spellseeker, which lets you search for another instant or sorcery, Battlefield Thaumaturge makes your spells cost one less to cast for each time it targets a creature, and you're going to be targeting creatures an awful lot. Scrivener and Archaeomancer bring spells back from your graveyard, and Artisan of Forms lets you copy something. Ideally, you would want to fill your deck with all kinds of cards you can copy, because why have one of a good thing when you could have dozens of it? Now, some of these cards you can cast multiple times have some really strange effects, and while I know they can target any card and it doesn't matter, all that matters is you target something, I figure you should at least try to play to the spirit of the game, if not the rules. So Whim of Volrath, Glamour Die, and Trait Doctoring each change a color word or a basic land word on a card until end of turn. So I tried to go with things that worked with that rather than just saying, oh, I'm just going to Whim of Volrath my island, because it doesn't say I don't need a color word. So to demonstrate that, let's pick a card that I really enjoy. Docent of Perfection, and its transformed version, Final Iteration. Docent of Perfection is a 5/4 flying insect horror from a set that had wonderful body horror stuff in it. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you get a 1/1 blue wizard token. Then, if you control 3 or more wizards, you transform him into Final Iteration, where he does the same thing, except now your wizards have +2/+1 in flying. So to illustrate this, we're going to start with just Final Iteration. So it's someone else's turn. Because Whim of Volrath is an instant, you're going to target Final Iteration and say that it's going to make green wizards. So Orvar triggers, you wind up with a second copy of Final Iteration. Your original is going to trigger and kick out a blue wizard. The next time you cast it this turn, you're going to wind up with another copy of Final Iteration. Your copy you just made gets you a blue wizard. Your original gets you a green. Just like that, you have 3 7/4 flying wizards, and your friends have realized that it's been a mistake to let you live this far into the game. Now, with the right cards, you can actually use Whim of Volrath and Glamour Die defensively, provided you have the right cards. Frogify is an aura that says the enchanted creature is a blue frog with 1/1 and no abilities. Deep Freeze makes them a 0/4 blue wall with no abilities. Once you have one of these in play and someone decides they're going to come after you with a creature you can target, you copy one of your already existing defensive auras and throw it on that guy. So no, you're not attacking me with a 7/7 Rample Stampaging thing. You're attacking me with an 0/4 blue wall. And just like that, you have the attention of everyone in the game because they realize you are never going to let them attack you. And then if you have nothing else to do, you can always use these cards to slightly improve your mana base in later turns. Just cuz. Why not? If you're playing blue, why not ramp? So of all the cards you can cast over and over again, the ones with Cipher are some of the hardest to use because they require you to do combat damage to a player to get them to go off. Now, you can either play a few cards that make your stuff unblockable, or you can play cards that themselves are unblockable. Of these, I think I'm only running Invisible Stalker right now. The deck needs a little bit of tinkering, but there's no shortage of cards that you can play to guarantee that these guys go through. And sometimes the cards you want to copy aren't yours, so you might as well play things that let you copy other people's stuff, so you can have more and more and more of all their best things too. So, like I said, there are many Orvar decks out there, and this one is mine. I think maybe I just got lucky that I played it. My friends were all playing slightly slower decks, and it very quickly got completely out of hand. Although I wasn't lying about the part that I have to build a group hug deck, or they're not going to play with me again. I love this game. I'll see you again next time with another commander that I have taught my friends shouldn't have been printed.